next round is starting in 20 seconds. Please get to your lines.
All right, hey, we're back at the thing in Seattle. This is Michael White talking again, and we got Casey Bysted with me. That's how you say your last name, right?
No.
Nope. Well, that's why we ask. How do you say your last name?
Bysted.
Bysted.
It's okay. Everyone mispronounces it.
We're just into the first game of Fortune versus Future here.
Yeah.
Looks like it's gone to a 2-2, so it's coming aggressive from the start.
Yeah.
How much do you know about Future? It's a team I'm not very familiar with.
I know they are from some Canadian province that is in the east.
Fair enough.
I think it might be Ontario. Okay, Alberta.
Alberta, okay.
They are from Alberta.
And we're both very familiar with Fortune. You
Yes.
probably more so than me, just by proximity, but
Yeah.
I know them all pretty well. They've had a kind of a rough day, as I understand it. Not that they're playing poorly, they're just having trouble closing games and getting the overall match. And we're at a point in the day where I think people are getting tired. It's starting to show.
Good block by Justin Pothoof. A really good defensive player. 4 balls on Fortune. Really looking for that chance of a double, probably. Maybe a single. Good throw by Justin.
Yeah, he's still looking pretty fresh. That's good.
Oh, what a hit. And a closeout by, a good follow by Lou.
Yeah, well executed on the pressure, pinning the player and then getting the first throw. Even if they didn't hit, Lou was there to cover.
Single ball throws. Oh, okay, and we're at 1v1, where Justin Pothoof thrives.
Yeah.
Such a good defensive player, really dodgy, really blocky, really, honestly, good at taking backline throws. Good, Justin.
Ooh. Did they both hit? Nope. Oh. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, he got out there, so all of my talk was for naught.
No, I mean, he was aggressive. He maybe rushed it a little bit, but he was in a tough spot there. Kind of got put in his heels, so he had to get a ball in hand, and that's the most he could do at the moment.
Yeah.
Not bad, though. That's an opening set, so we're down 1-0. Fortune's got the lead.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not Fortune. Future.
I
knew I was going to do that.
Future has the lead. Really hard with both of these F names. Too many F names. Good block by Brendan De La Mora. Let's see. We're calling a 4-ball play here. And good throw. Bill Fisher retreating. Bill has such a deceptive throw.
He does. He's got some
a really
tricks up his sleeves these days.
interesting sidearm. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's got a weird cut, almost more right to left than top down. It surprises you if you're not ready for it. Even then, it's one of those, oh, there's that drop shot from Brandon De La Mora. I've been looking for that all day.
By Rue. Oh, not a dodge by Rue. Really, the crossfire here is really getting Fortune out. I feel like they're not winning these flurries, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, they're maintaining the player control, though. I don't know how they ended up 4-3 here, but they did.
Yeah.
see what Future does now they have ball control. They're playing from a
Yeah.
player down, so this is a point of control. They're up 1, so they don't have to rush. They don't have to pressure, but you don't want to sleep on a team like Fortune. If you let them just run up to the front line, they can do a lot of damage.
I feel like Fortune is a very controlled team. And if you cut, good hit by Lou. Really a hard throw, just missing the block. And last in, we have Nicholas Hall, and I don't know this other person.
See number 4 and number 26. Who do we got
Yeah.
there? Let's see.
Alex Chong.
Number 4, Nicholas.
Good block by Lou.
I would not know how to say that. Hui? That's my best guess. Hui?
Oh,
Fortune turns it back, 1-1.
1-1.
So we already got some back and forth going here. It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see how we open on this rush.
Yeah.
Teams tend to change their strategy as they go through the
That's
set.
the wrong line, Michael Lyons. Sorry.
Trying to take his advantage where he can. Maybe not on purpose, but you know.
6 minutes remaining.
All right, no one's real aggressive on the rush. They're content to just get balls in hand and play through.
Good throw by Lions. Good catch by Lions. Way to show out, Lions. Good job.
Standing upright, getting his hands to it. Well done.
We have our 2 prominent.
Oh.
And then Lions pump faked of doom because he's a sweaty man.
He doesn't know how to hold back. Even his pump fakes throw the ball.
Here we have Rue on the corner really giving some good pressure.
Yeah, I like the Future's pushing back too. They're kind of popping off the back line just to say, hey, no, you can't throw comfortably. Whoa. Who's this? Is this Cloutier? Was that 15 on the outside?
Yeah,
I know the
that's
name.
Cloutier.
That's how I know he's
Yeah.
he's a notorious player.
Yeah.
I don't know everybody from Canada out here, but he's one
Many
of them.
pump fakes from Fortune. Let's see if they. Good block by Rue. Good dodge by Rue. A really good for how little movement that Rue does in his dodges. He's so effective with it.
Yeah. Very poised, very controlled, and Rue kind of adapted his game over time, and at least in my eyes, he's kind of had to learn either due to injury or just kind of temperament to kind of slow himself down. He used to be a lot more aggressive, but he still has the precision that he always had. He can place that ball cross court, he can catch almost anything. So he's a really difficult player to read, right?
Yeah. I really have been trying to look at Rue for like small pump fake movements because I feel like he's so quick with it.
Yep.
A good trade between Maxime Cloutier. Oh, another trade. Lou hit him out. Now we're up 5 players to 4. Fortune with a 4-ball offense from Future. A throw by number 7.
Well, maybe not had enough time to communicate on the back line there. They had the opportunity to kind of rush, but opted not to.
Good hits by Jensen Fernandez.
It's like Fortune's found a pretty good pace here.
Yeah.
Future's got to figure out how to respond, and right now they're just kind of getting picked apart one at a time. Not playing poorly, just, you know, not staying ahead of Fortune.
Good pump fakes by everyone. Now Justin Pothouse on the 4-ball offense from Future. 3 players. Likely will throw 1 just to keep that 3-ball defense. Good hit. Way to punish Ruan.
Good try.
Yeah. Ruan's such an aggressive player, like explosive, and just will punish you.
Don't you ever take your eye off him. That's my best advice. Yeah, it's kind of wild to me watching the early parts of the tournament, how explosive everyone kind of came out the gates. People are definitely like slowing the tempo down now, trying to conserve energy where they can, whether it's intentional or not. We're just kind of at that point in the tournament now. These 2-on situations can really exhaust you, and you got a whole day of dodgeball to play tomorrow when it's critical.
Yeah.
I don't know, how are you feeling? You've been playing today. I haven't. I've been lazy.
I mean, definitely everyone is out here being tired, and I feel like really having a strategy on your team of who are we going to save, who, like, maybe sitting someone is smart just to make sure that, like, tomorrow we can come and excel. Yeah.
And kind of recognizing like where you're at in the day
Yeah.
too, right? Like I always struggle with that. You get halfway through a tournament and you're ready to just play harder, but
Yeah.
you kind of have to stop and reset and say, hey, how well am I actually throwing the ball? Because that's where the
Yeah.
catches start coming in, right? Like you start placing
Yeah.
balls a little lazy, maybe you just don't have enough pepper on it, that sort of thing. And you need to start leaning into the team dynamics, right?
Yeah.
Like Fortune's doing a good job of kind of playing off of both corners and making it difficult for Future to advance
sure.
and throw any way they want. I think that's kind of where they're finding their leverage. But they're still very early in the match. That could flip quickly.
Yeah. Good block. Yeah. Really just one-to-one, throwing one ball and then hoping and praying that you do not get hit. Because it's like, if you're Fortune, you're going to throw. Oh, my God. If he caught that after tripping, that would have been play of the game right there.
That was a good setup. He got where he wanted. It's just, Jensen put a little too much on it for him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was a tactical I'm tripping so that I can catch. Who knows? No one knows. I don't know. You don't know.
I mean, honestly, as the thrower, those are some of the most
Yeah.
terrifying moments, right? Where you got someone kind of dead to rights, but you can tell they're postured and they're ready
Yeah.
for it. Even when you're that close with a foam ball,
Yeah.
it's kind of just a gamble to take that shot.
Yeah, for sure.
I think some of the best players are the players that know how to kind of do that consistently. It's kind of something I'm actually looking out for here is what's happening on Future, who's kind of the glue on their team. I think earlier in the day I was commentating and Wong seemed to be their kind of core player.
Yeah.
He's kind of a
What a
communicator.
good double. Oh, not a double.
He was shifting off the corner to the middle when he needed to. So he's kind of providing everything the team needed. But he's certainly not the only one. Future's got a pretty balanced squad from what I can tell.
30 seconds remaining.
Good block, Brandon.
30
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Really at the end of this half, I feel like if I am Fortune, I really want to take it into, like, get a kill, take it into no block, because I feel like they're really good at relying on their arms. I think that one was out, Brandon Delamora.
8, 7,
But yeah, taking it into no block, trying to get that last out, then it's 2-3 and no block, which is super winnable. Good job. And that's exactly what they did.
no block immediately.
So 2-3 and no block. If you're up in players here, I feel like it's honestly not a bad decision to throw to at someone.
I wouldn't disagree. My kind of theory in no block is to basically get your ball off first. I'm not saying just ditch them all, but I'd rather have my team throwing to have the advantage of the potential to hit. Obviously, you're playing dodgeball, so like it's kind of a fundamental rule to not throw catches.
Good dodge by Brandon Delamora. Really getting low there. Such good. Yeah.
Got a 2-on-1 here. Only 2 balls in hand, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a risk to throw.
Oh. And then if they hit in the air and it still hits him, if it's both of their balls, it still is an out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if their balls hit in the air and hit someone else, it is an out. If you throw,
Yes.
if opposing teams hit in the air, then unfortunately you are not granted that out.
Well, there's actually a clarification. So that was in no block as well. So
Yeah.
if as soon as Brandon theoretically blocks the ball that hit his ball immediately effectively becomes dead. on the block, and therefore Brandon would be out. So he
Yes.
can't even make an attempt on that
No.
ball once it's hit its blocker.
Yeah. It also all of these like extenuating what if questions in no block, I feel just you can never go down that rabbit hole ever. It's awful.
I mean, I stayed up late last night reading the WDBF rules to be prepared for this, and it's wild to me like how layered the rules have to be.
A great double throw by Justin Pahoof. He has a really wonky sidearm throw that's effective. And so we have Fortune huddling up together, 4 balls, probably calling a double play as up in players. Yeah, and then a good lead and follow by Justin and Lucas, really honing in on that left corner on Future.
Yeah, it was a good attempt by Cloutier to defend. It didn't have a whole lot of support from the opposite side of the court. I think that's what allowed Fortune to kind of pin down and throw 2 balls at him. But he put in a good effort there.
Yeah. Yeah, and now Fortune up in players again with 3 balls on offense. Likely a throw from the middle. There we go. Unfortunately, ball was on. So we have 4 balls on future. It's tied 2-2, and they're down in players. I feel like this is the time to really grind it out. I've talked to players who are like, oh yeah, if we're tied, we got to win fast, lose fast. But if you're down in players, I feel like...
Yeah, it probably comes down to confidence in the matchup.
Yeah, that's fair.
When you're looking at 6 players, like you have the advantage of having players elbow to elbow, right?
Yeah.
So it's possible that you can get a pretty easy double in there, or you get some sort of lucky ricochet that just bobbles across court. I think the game can turn quickly. I think the risk is that Fortune's an organized team that likes to rush off the back line, right?
Yeah.
So you have to play cautiously. If you really just run at them, they're going to run back at you, and they have the numbers game, right?
Yeah. Oh, Fortune has thrown 2 catches to Wong in the corner there.
And that's how quickly it turns. We're over to 4-3. Thank you.
I would nominate that for a player of the match right there.
I would say so. I think Wong's caught my eye again.
Yeah.
He's not the only one, but he's living up to his kind of standard, I would say.
Yeah.
Who on Fortune's standing out to you now?
I feel like Ruan had a really good first half. As always, Lou is really getting a lot of outs. Good dodge by Lions.
Yeah, Lou seems to be pretty active.
Yeah.
I'm noticing Justin's staying in to be one of the final players almost every match.
Yeah.
That survivability can be easily underestimated.
So true.
The longevity of any given player on the court gives your team more opportunities to be successful. So whereas Justin may not be getting as many hits as another player, he is giving his team life just in being on the court till the end.
A miss blocked by Michael Lyons, and now the tides have turned for Fortune. Down 2-4 in players with 4 balls in hand. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, 1 ball throw from Justin Pothoof. Corners on the left team really pushing.
I think I got to nominate Bader for our second player off of Future. He seems to be lingering long enough to be an effective arm for the team.
Yeah.
That may be due in part to his teammates. They seem to be doing a good job of defending as a team, and that's allowing him to play more offensively. Lou taking a big play there to get him out, though.
Lou Fortune is a really good team at whittling things back, and I feel like this is just a show of that. They have 5 balls now. They're likely throwing 2 at least. Yeah, and they hit. They hit the right corner. My coup. 2v1 now. 3 balls on Fortune with a throw. Oh dear. And Fortune is just throwing catches to Wong. Crazy. He's a crazy good catcher. Good dodge. Lou is a great 1v whatever winner. We will see what he does. He's really fast. He's really elusive. I feel like he sometimes throws himself out in these situations. Woo! A great catch. Oh, and now Bill is in. He got a little greedy. Come on, Bill. Bill versus Maxime Cloutier.
I like the patience that Bill showed there to pick up a second ball before firing. That really leaves you exposed. His opponent was scrambling to pick up a ball, but it's kind of a gamble. You never know if they'll be able to do that. Big play from Cloutier there.
Maxime Cloutier closing out the game.
I was just thinking in the back of my head. I wanted to give some credit to Bader, but yeah. Well, yeah, what's this go? We're at 3-2 now. Let's see what happens here. Let's see who shows up in this set. Okay, go for it. Put in Cloutier. I'll reverse my vote for Bader. Yeah, Wong's earned it. He's shown up. We were talking about it. I'm still rooting for Bader. I want to see him make a play here.
Good dodges by Lions. Cloutier really letting one rip there in the corner. Only 2 balls on Future, 4 on Fortune.
Oh, there's my guy. Who was I talking about?
Oh dear, we're really indecisive here about who we can. Good dodge by Justin Pothoof. 4 balls again on Fortune, down in players. Likely only throwing 1 because not wanting to give up that 3-ball defense so you can have that defensive counter on the next play.
All right, we got some votes coming in. It looks like Wong's already getting some credit.
Yeah.
Not surprised by that. It's not a bad thing to have 3 MVPs on your team.
Fortune is still in there, though. Like, they're only down a player, and they can whittle it back. They're very disciplined in their throwing.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's one of Fortune's biggest strengths. They're a poised team. They're pretty good about making adjustments when necessary. They kind of feel out their opponent.
Quay getting a catch. Yeah. I feel like at this point in time in the day, while accurate, players maybe are not aiming for the sides. They're aiming on body, and it's really making catches happen here.
Yep. And it may just be unintentional, you know.
Yeah.
It's as the day wears on, you start losing that, I guess, extra edge, that finish on your throw, and that ends up drifting it from where you might want it to be to where you don't want it to be. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing here. Credit to Future for pushing and making it difficult, putting themselves in a posture to make these catches. But it seems like Fortune is kind of making the work harder for themselves by throwing these catches. I think this could go the other way if they weren't allowing for that.
Yeah. I feel like Michael Lyons is going to look for that catch, or not. Maxime Cloutier closing out a game again.
Again, posturing.
How can we possibly be out here picking an MVP? How can we possibly be out here?
Cloutier's making a case for himself. Wong's got more on the board right now, but he's earning it.
Cloutier is slowly.
Cloutier? Cloutier, thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been.
Who else we got? Oh, Boyle.
I do not speak French. I speak Chinese.
Looks like Boyle's getting some credit too for that late catch there.
A good trade between Cloutier and Lucas Boyle. 3 balls on Future. We cannot seem to decide who the burden is on. Ruan throws. Does not connect. 3-ball offense from Future.
How much time do we have here?
Probably about 2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes. So Fortune really needs to come out and make something happen here. They're down 2 games, so if they can get this one, they can potentially tie through the no block, but ideally they'd want to get another game in so they have a chance to win.
Yeah, they need to win quick here. Unfortunately, they just got hit, so with 4 balls and down players, they're probably only throwing 1, but I feel like at this stage in the game, like if you really want to sell out for that win, you're throwing 2 just to get it. Good dodge by Jensen.
Yeah, this is really where the WDBF rule set becomes challenging. When you're down multiple games and a defensive throw or defensive counter will reset the clock for your opponent, you really have to make an effective play on offense.
Yes.
And that's where it's hardest, right? Because the opponent knows you're trying to do that.
Yeah. And when you are up in these scenarios, throwing only 1 ball is so just a great dodge by Justin, really good movement in the air.
Yeah, man, he's got some pepper on his throw still. He just can't quite get it on his mark.
Ooh. Here comes Justin, 1v2, no balls in hand. Here he goes.
Oh. I like the switch, kind of getting low there right before he was ready to throw.
Yeah.
Decided to jump as a mix-up. Is a creative opportunity to go for a catch there.
Yeah.
Difficult play to make, though.
For sure.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining.
We're going into the no block now. We finished the game early. Future leading, really dominant in their catching.
Yeah, that's definitely been the difference in these last 3 games.
Really, them just coming in and relying on those catching.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Well, yeah, I think they've really maintained the energy. I think it's not that Fortune isn't putting in the effort, but I think they're just kind of a step behind Future so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ku with a catch. So many catches from Future. 4 balls on Future. Let's see. Probably a double right here. They seem to be setting up for that. And Brendan Delamora drops his ball to ensure that he does not block. Good job for him. Pump fakes at the line. Delamora throws, misses. With Keem rushing up. Ooh, a good dodge by Jensen Fernandez.
Yeah, and good cover in the transition, too. I like that kind of creative
Yeah.
pump fake off of his one leg. It's kind of unexpected to do that. Gives the opponent a pause in what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think that may very well allow Brandon to survive that transition.
A good dodge by Lou. Pump fakes, forcing them to retreat, forcing them to go back to where it's safe on their back line. But will they be safe? They will. The ball misses. Lou dodges. Lou pump fakes again. 3 balls on future. Down players. Fortune on offense. A miss and a counter that hits. And now we have even players.
Maybe it's time to kind of shift their focus towards catching at this point.
Yeah.
Not because they can't hit. Like, obviously, Mike Lyon just got one
Yeah.
there, but you kind of got to balance both sides of that coin. And I haven't really seen Fortune posturing for catches. They're kind of just surviving, getting ball control, and playing through.
I feel like they're a little bit tired. A
Oh,
good
for
trade.
sure.
And I feel like maybe when you're explosive in the morning, you're less explosive, and you going that far in the morning is not working at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. So maybe just setting and looking for the catch is better. But again, foam dodgeballs, hard to catch. These are going 70 miles an hour. Hard to catch. What can you do?
Certainly not a sure thing.
Yeah. With lots of trades, Fortune has come back. A good dodge by Brandon De La Mora. A slight little shift of his feet. 3-ball offense for Fortune.
Yeah, Brandon De La Mora is a surprisingly difficult out.
Well, except in this
That's
scenario.
a commentator's curse, but yeah.
I'm going to clip that for the future and send it to him.
I love you, Brandon.
Good. Way to drop your balls. Way to drop your balls again.
I like the idea. Just a little slow to the touch.
And we have a final score of 6-2 future. Yeah, who do we think our MVP is of future?
What was our vote? Wong?
Wong. I see.
Doesn't surprise me. He seemed to carry all the way through that set.
Yeah. Really good catches by Wong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of lost count of how many catches actually happened in that set. There's probably 4, 5, 6, 7 there on the future side. And Fortune did get a few. They had some big ones in there. I remember Lou's.
Yeah. Lou's last in was great. I think he got a little bit greedy on that catch and tried to go again.
I mean, what do you do there?
What do
It
you
happened
do?
So
You're
fast,
just like
right?
already on your knees. You have to go for it.
And
but
honestly, seeing him do that just gives
Yeah.
me flashbacks. I've seen him make that play
he's
so
done
many
it
times.
so many times. Like 1-2. He's very good at it.
Yep. All right, well, you hanging out? Are you on to the next match? Are you playing?
I have to ref. I'm all
fine.
done for today. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
for commentating and jumping
For
in.
sure.
Glad to fill in when I get the opportunity. I think I'm on the next slot as well, so I got to hang out.
Yeehaw. Well, goodbye,
Yep.
everyone.
Good luck.